Hey, family, I want to take a moment today to talk heart to heart because some news just hit recently that stopped many of us in our tracks. Malcolm-Jamal Warner, the actor so many of us grew up watching, the man who gave life to Theo Huxtable on The Cosby Show, has passed away. He died at just 54 years old while on a family vacation, and I just want to take a breath right here because that's young. That's far too young. One moment he was enjoying life, and the next he was gone. There's something deeply unsettling about loss when it's sudden. It reminds us how fragile, how fleeting life can be. But even in that, I believe there's still space to reflect, to honor, and to celebrate. So today we do that. We remember Malcolm Jamal Warner, and we say thank you. If you're like me, you remember hurrying to the TV on Thursday nights. When The Cosby Show came on, everything else paused. We sat around with our families and watched this beautiful, funny, affirming image of black family life. And right in the middle of it all, there was Theo. Theo Huxtable wasn't just another TV son. He was our big brother, our cousin, the guy next door. He had swag, he had jokes, he had struggles, but he also had heart. He made mistakes like all of us, but he grew right in front of our eyes. And that growth, that journey made us believe we could grow too. Malcolm Jamal Warner played the role with authenticity. He didn't just act the part, he became Theo. And through him, we learned life lessons that many of us still carry today. I want to encourage you with this scripture from the book of Proverbs, the 10th chapter and the 7th verse, where it says, "The memory of the righteous is a blessing." Malcolm's legacy is exactly that, a blessing. He showed us that black boys could be complex, layered, brilliant, and deeply human. And he did that not just on the screen, but off the screen too. See, Malcolm didn't just let the Cosby Show define the totality of his gifts. He was a musician, a spoken word artist, and a director. He brought soulful bass guitar rhythm into his work and powerful poetry into the world. He didn't chase attention, he chased depth. He stayed grounded, he stayed creative. He could have rested on his early fame, but he chose evolution. He chose substance. And in doing so, he quietly built a powerful body of work that reflects both his talent and his integrity. Let's pause and reflect on two things Theo and Malcolm taught us by how they lived. Number one, you don't have to be perfect to grow. Some of the most memorable Theo moments were when he messed up: the budgeting episode, the report card drama, the dating disasters. But what made Theo lovable wasn't perfection, it was his willingness to learn. Malcolm mirrored that. He matured in the public eye with grace, without scandals, without bitterness. He showed us that growth is the real glow up. Let that be a word for someone today. You may not be where you want to be. You may have stumbled, but like Theo, you're still growing, and God's not finished with you yet. I also want to encourage you with Philippians 1 and 6, where it says, "Being confident of this, that he who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion." Just like Theo matured season after season, you too are being shaped by grace one day at a time. I also want to encourage you today that you have the power to redefine the roles that have been given to you. See, Hollywood wanted Malcolm to stay Theo forever, but he didn't let that box him in. He expanded, he created, he redefined, he showed us you can be known for something great and still become something greater. Maybe life handed you a role: the struggling one, the broken one, the forgotten one. But hear me, you don't have to stay in the role they wrote for you. You can write your own chapters. Like Malcolm, stretch, grow, be more than they expected. Malcolm Jamal Warner lived with intentionality. He reminded us that creativity can be healing, that black boy joy is powerful, that art can be ministry, and that family matters. Even when you're famous, even when you're tired, even when the lights go out. So it's especially heartbreaking that his life ended while on vacation, in a moment of rest, of connection, of joy. But I believe there's something poetic there too. He died surrounded by what mattered most. I'll leave you with this. Inside the book of Psalm, the 116th chapter and the 15th verse, it says, "Precious in the sight of the Lord is the death of his saints." Even in tragedy, we trust that Malcolm is resting in peace, his soul now in the presence of the one who gave him the gifts we and he used so well. So here's how we honor Malcolm Jamal Warner today. We keep growing, even when life is hard. We show up fully, even when the world wants us to shrink. We remember that a life doesn't have to be long to be legacy building. Malcolm's life made an impact. He gave us joy, laughter, reflection, and rhythm. He left this world better than he found it. To his family, friends, and fans, may God grant peace, comfort, and strength. To all of us who loved watching him, let's live in a way that honors the art and the life he gave us. I'm Dr. Dandridge. Thank you for joining me at my desk. Stay grounded, stay growing, and stay grateful. Rest well, Malcolm. You taught us more than you'll ever know.